So off Karen and I went for just about 3 weeks trip to the Outer Hebrides, and we spent our first night here at one of my favourite places in Glencoe. Great wee place to park up for the night, just at the bottom of Glencoe, and we had a wee walk up to the waterfall. And we also met this German couple, and we taught them some Scottish.
It's a broadbreak, moonlight, next to next.
Your turn.
Perfect.
Following day we headed along one of my favourite roads from Speen Bridge to Loch Alsh, and this was just crossing the Sky Bridge and getting up to Uig to get the ferry that evening. Quite a pleasant crossing. We were both super excited to visit Harris and Lewis, and it was quite exciting getting off the ferry. And in true Scottish style, it was kind of grey and kind of rainy, and it lasted like that for most of the week. So even though it rained, it was still pretty stunning to see some of the scenery. And we used the first part of the week to go to Lewis and see parts of that, hoping that the weather would change when we came back down to Harris. This was a wee circular route that you could walk round and go over this little bridge here and come back round to the van. So we headed up to the butt of Lewis, and it was spectacular. Cliffs, and you could really just fall off these cliffs quite easily, but it was a really spectacular place, and we spent quite a bit of time there. So this was me being a bit daft, walking up to the edge of the cliff and holding my camera over it. It certainly did make me a bit dizzy, and this was obviously a seagull that passed by, and I just caught it just at the right moment. Well, here I am right at the edge of a cliff. So it really did make me feel sick. It was quite interesting how it affected my stomach. And then Karen went and took some photographs, and I sat way off on this rock for ages, just enjoying it, soaking it all in. This was another one of our stopovers of views from, I think it's Babel Pier, and it was a nice wee place to stop and quite nice scenery. And then we headed over to the Standing Stones. Of course, I thought it would be quite nice to do a wee funny video and edit it. And you'll notice Karen couldn't do this without sticking her leg out the other side. So yeah, we headed to Harris and we got news that the weather was going to break at the weekend, and we extended our stay till the Monday, and the weather got better and better, and the roads and the scenery were just tremendous. We drove round the island and then we cycled round the island on the Saturday. And this was us heading down to the famous Luscantire Bay for the first time, and we spent a night down at the bottom of this, the estuary as it opens up, and the tide just rushes in there and then rushes back out again. We drove round to Luscantire Bay and saw the beach and the crazy colours in the sea, and then on the way back we found a really nice place to stop, which we actually spent probably 4 nights at, and it was just round the corner from Luscantire Bay. Incredible colours, and in the drone footage you'll see a crisscross pattern that the waves make. It's pretty good. As you can see, it's pretty bleak when we drove round Harris. Roads were lots of single track roads and some places to stop for a wee bite to eat and our friends the sheep. And the next place is Scalpay Bridge, taking us over to Scalpay, and the thing about that was there were public showers over there so we could get a wash. And then a couple drove up beside us and they got out their car, and they were from West Kilbride, so we spent a couple of nights with them and had a few drinks and had a really great time with them. That was Fraser and Angela, and this was the place that we stayed for a good number of nights. And we just swam in the sea just about every day for 3 or 4 days as the weather got really good. The tide was very strong, so you had to know which way it was coming. Swimming against the tide.
Come on, put some effort into it. Go on, let's see your legs kicking.
This was us obviously swimming with the tide, and the thing that slowed me down there would be that little belly sticking up. So this was our view every day when we were down at Luscantire Bay, and this was our cycle round Harris. I think it was about 35 miles in glorious sunny weather. It was just a completely different place in the sunshine. Towards the end of our journey, I saw this piece of land and I thought, I just have to fly my drone over it. It just looked quite amazing. Incredible patterns. This is just across the bay from Luscantire Bay, and it was a kind of cove, and the colours of the water, and just the scenery was just beautiful. Had to fly my drone. Give you an idea of the scale and the size of this, if you look up there you'll see us standing with our bikes. So it was quite a massive area. And this was a must, to fly my drone over Luscantire Bay. So that was ending our time in Lewis and Harris, and we had about 4 days in Skye, and we were just really touched, just as we were when we went to Easdale, by this place, and it's some place that we will definitely visit again and spend more time in. Just a beautiful place with lovely people. So I hope you enjoyed that little video, and more to come on Skye sometime.